Hi everyone, welcome, happy Friday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Rebecca Packard. We're taking time out for peace. We're taking time to reset, to regroup, to reground, to redirect our thoughts, to find stillness, to create stillness, to come into the space of ease. I can't even tell you, this week has been so crazy in a good way. But in the space of recognizing all the ways of growth, when we show up to a regular practice, when we take time to be working towards a goal, when we take time to acknowledge the space of daily rituals, daily footsteps forward in our life, and that's on all levels, mental, physical, emotional, psychological, taking the time to do these things, you see them come to life at some point. And it's kind of incredible when you do that. A lot of people have been recognizing Mercury retrograde. A lot of people recognize the full moon, the super moon this week. I did. And I've also recognized that because I show up and I do the work and I sit in the space of stillness and I utilize the tools that I teach and I utilize the techniques that I teach and I do them daily and regularly so that I can show up fully for you guys and my clients and my family and myself, I recognize that these things are not affecting me the way they used to. Mercury retrograde used to give me and technology quite the ride, and I've recognized that they aren't this time around. I recognize that my temper is better this time around, that I'm being less resistant to seeing lessons. I am recognizing the space of where lessons have come full circle and I'm not having to relive them. I'm recognizing all these different aspects of all these different things that are unfolding, and after we do the meditation, I'll talk a little bit more about this. But I feel like when we really get clear on the space of what it is for foundational growth, we can really make amazing things happen. So as we're sitting here in our meditation on this Friday, as we are taking that step, we are 2 days into spring. We have shifted. We are in fire element now. We are in the Aries energy. There's a lot that happens in this space. April is coming. April on many calendars for centuries was the first month of the year. It still is on the Jewish calendar, so it was a New Year celebration. And acknowledging the space of what that means for all of us. Let's take and harness the excitement and the joy of that, and let's lean into what peace looks like in that space. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, take some breaths. Get settled in this moment. See yourself showing up in this space. See the sun gleaming down on you, the golden light just washing over you in all spaces, lighting you up, supporting you, energizing you, fulfilling you, and then shining back out to you. You remember when we watched, I don't know if you did, but I was an 80s kid, so I watched Care Bears, and when they'd all get ready to power up, the sun would beat down on them, and then they, out of their stomachs, they would shoot this whatever color light they were. See yourself doing that, but with gold light. Expand your solar plexus. Just shed that light, and as you're doing this, just acknowledge that you are peace. You become peace when you practice peace. You receive peace when you practice peace. You can show up peacefully when you are a vessel of peace, when you are a vessel of a practice that supports peace. You create peace in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your being, in your vibrational conversation with the universe. And so there is no other option but to rendezvous with like-minded frequencies and find other people who also want that, who also create that, who also support that, who also grow that, who also nurture that, who also show up to be beacons of peace. And when we show up in this way, the universe will align around us, with us, and for us to be in peace. So take some breaths and really acknowledge that, feel that, see that in your mind's eye. Let that wash over you. Embrace that. Embrace that feeling, that thought, the emotion that washes over you in the moments while you think about that, while you align with that, while your frequency adjusts to that space, and how you change the conversation in your brain from the things that need to be done to it doesn't matter. They're already getting done. All the things are already getting done. Because peace is more important, and peace allows you to get things done easily and effortlessly. It allows you to love easily and effortlessly. It allows you to show up in life easily and effortlessly. It allows you to support others easily and effortlessly. It allows you to empower yourself easily and effortlessly. It allows you to love easily and effortlessly. It allows you to be abundant easily and effortlessly. Breathe that in. Acknowledge that. And again, feel that. Feel what that feels like. See what that looks like. Acknowledge the space of your body. All right, and as we come back to this moment, as we come back to this space, just acknowledge that peace is with me, peace is with you, peace is around us, and we can call on it anytime. Fantastic. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're taking time out, that you're showing up in this space, that you're practicing this. This doesn't come overnight. We don't work in the space of, oh, I'm a master meditator, look at me go. Like, that's not real life. When we show up in the space and we do the due diligence and we practice something, like we practice walking, like we practice riding a bike, well, we practice how the same way we practice penmanship and typing and all the things. When we show up and we practice this, it gets easier and easier, and you can call peace in easily and effortlessly, and it's easier and easier each and every time. And when you do it in small bursts, you empower yourself to create these long linked chains of success, long linked chains of winning, long linked chains of empowerment. And when you do that, you are unstoppable. When you do that, you let go of resistance to the universe. When you do that, you allow other people to do that. When you show up in that space and you acknowledge that space, you're growing yourself, but you're growing everything around you. And that is magic. That is amazing. That is alignment. And so I'm so excited when each and every one of you take this time to cast your ripple of peace. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your neighborhood, your state, your country, the world, because that ripple is everlasting. That ripple is going over and over and over again, just as though it would if you were to cast a stone into a lake. And so I just love it. Yay! So I hope you guys are having an incredible day. I hope that you are acknowledging the spaces of before full moon energy and after full moon energy, the beginning of Mercury retrograde, the end of Mercury retrograde. We only have 6 days left. The 28th will be our last day of Mercury retrograde. And when we acknowledge this space, we can acknowledge shifts. And when you're doing something like this, it's not tangible. It's not in your hands. You can't stack them on a shelf and keep track of them. You can check a box on a piece of paper, and that helps you to keep track of those things. But a lot of the times we forget to do that because we have so many other things pulling out of our attention. But when you are taking and keeping track of that space and acknowledging that space and showing up in the space of, can I do this? Am I doing this? Am I showing up for the practice? You can keep yourself in alignment by saying, okay, I've come to a space where I'm having not peaceful thoughts, or I'm not feeling peace right now. And then you go back to it and you go, oh, that was easier this time, right? Oh, that felt better this time. Oh, I had less resistance this time. And so that is why it's important to do this. That is why it's important to show up in this space. So I love you. I'm excited. Congratulations for another fantastic week. It was a lot too. We had the supermoon, the full moon, a shift in Aries, a shift from water energy to fire energy. We had all kinds of things happening. And so you guys, even though you might not be into astrology, I absolutely love it. I love moon phases and all of those things. And when these things happen, it's like, what? That in 15 years in EMS, I can tell you the moon cycles are a real thing, and every emergency room worker can tell you that is a true statement. So, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will see you all Tuesday. If you're not already following me on Instagram, come over to Instagram. My handle is Rebecca Packard NH, and on Facebook, I am Rebecca Packard Live Free. And please join the gathering with Rebecca Packard. It's a Facebook group. We're sharing all kinds of things. We just had an incredible intuitive eating coach, Shannon. She was in this week and was wrapping up today. And Monday, we will be talking to Jen Cupcho. She is an incredible teacher. She signs, and she is an angel speaker. She channels messages, and she's just incredible, and she's going to be sharing in the space. So come and join that space. And also, if you miss one of these and you want to like see other meditations, I do have a YouTube channel, and you can just YouTube me at Rebecca Packard. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. See you Tuesday. Bye.